Last Thursday, October 7th, a diesel fuel spill occurred at the Walnut Street Power Plant, located on the banks of the Willow Creek. The cause and scope of this spill is still being investigated, but the information that we do know now will be explained here. Around 6 p.m. on Thursday, an accident occurred involving a truck filling a fuel tanker at the power plant. The truck spilled an unknown amount of diesel fuel into the parking area of the facility. On our storm sewer map, the power plant is in the lower right-hand corner. To orient yourself, note these bridges over the creek that we use as landmarks. The spill occurred near the tall smokestack that you'll see when you're out at the creek. As the fuel poured over the concrete parking lot, it ran towards a storm drain located here. From the storm drain, the spill moved on to the larger storm sewer system that eventually makes up the stream. As the fuel made its way into the creek, it dispersed over the surface and covered the water for about half the length of the stream. Emergency response crews deployed floating booms to absorb the pollutants, as well as contain them from traveling further downstream, where they would eventually hit the lake. Absorbent booms were placed here, and a retaining boom was placed near the Linden Street Bridge right here. A UW chemical safety employee was on the scene shortly after the spill occurred. He estimated that there was a 3 millimeter thick film across the surface of the entire creek upstream of the Linden Street Bridge. By his estimations, there were about 20 gallons of fuel spilled. These photos were taken on Friday, and as you can see, there's still a noticeable sheen on some areas of the creek, but most of what was visible on Thursday has been absorbed or diffused. A fairly strong oil smell was also lingering on Friday. A private contractor is in charge of handling the cleanup, and we're waiting to hear back from them regarding any procedures they have done or plan to do at Willow Creek. So, BioCorps, be sure to keep this incident in mind as you're collecting data out there this week. And also be sure to include any pertinent observations on your data sheets. While this is an unfortunate accident, it could also be a good opportunity for you to investigate what effects the spill may have had on the stream ecosystem.